Push ready to ride, I'm ready to roll. I'll be in this bitch till the club close. Watching her do one thing on all fours. Now that this should be just the low. From side to side, left to right. Break it down, down, down. Know I like when you hype and you throw it all around. Different style, different groove. Damn, I like the way you move. Girl, you got me thinking about all the things I do to you. Let's get it poppin', shorty. We can switch positions. From the couch to the counters in my kitchen.
Baby, you're so new age. You're like my new craze. Let's get together, maybe we can start a new phase. This smoke's got the club all hazy. Spotlights don't do you justice, baby. Why don't you come over here? You got me saying, hey, ooh, I'm tired of using technology. Why don't you sit down on top of me? Hey, ooh, I'm tired of using technology. I need you right in front of me. She won't sit, she won't sit, she won't sit, so gotta give it to her. She won't sit, she won't sit, she won't sit, so gotta give it to
Your
her.
hips, your thighs, it got me hypnotized. Let me tell you, your hips, your thighs, it got me hypnotized. Let me tell you, your hips, your thighs, it got me hypnotized. Let me tell you, your hips, your thighs, it got me hypnotized. Let me tell you.
She want it, I wanna give it to her. She know that it's right here for her.
Baby, you're so new age. You're like my new craze. Let's get together, maybe we can start a new phase. This smoke's got the club all hazy. Spotlights don't do you justice, baby. Why don't you come over here? You got me saying, hey, ooh, I'm tired of using technology. Why don't you sit down on top of me? Hey, ooh, I'm tired of using technology. I need you right in front of me. She won't sit, she won't sit, she won't sit, so I gotta give it to her. She won't sit, she won't sit, she won't sit, so I gotta give it to her.
Oh my god, you guys can barely see me. Hi guys. Welcome to Monday Night Live. This is like a VLOGMAS day 11 like series, I should say, because I'm like, I shouldn't have to vlog on the days that I have to go live. Sorry if you guys can hear Louis down below. He's like scratching himself. scratching himself. But we're gonna get into these readings because I don't want to waste too much of your time on a Monday night. But we are going to get into these readings. There's not so much of a long line, but we have a couple of people waiting for their reading. I do have a disclaimer before going into your readings today. If you would like a full reading, because I will not be taking any clients in the month of January, please book your reading in advance, because when it comes to January, I will not be taking anybody. Like, I'm just not. I'm going to be only taking clients starting in February, because January I go on my hiatus, like a mini hiatus, a mini sabbatical, just trying to get my mind right for the new year. So I take off the whole month of January so that I can kind of get focused. So if you do not find a slot in December, you would have to wait until February when I come back for my readings. So let me just hop on Instagram really quickly so that they can be a part of this experience, obviously. Hey, boo, how are you? I'm going to get here. If y'all could hear Louis, I'm sorry. He's just on one today. All right. I'm now live on Instagram. Hopefully you guys had an amazing weekend. Hopefully you guys have an amazing Monday. I'm going to go over the list of the people that are currently in line, or I should say already have sent in their donations for the evening. Some of you guys sent your donations in since yesterday, which I really appreciate. And then some of you guys have just sent in some of your donations now. So I'm going to get into the first person for the night. The first person is going to be Trice, Desiree, Chastity B, Trinice, Yoshi. That's all I can see for now. But I'm going to do Trice first because Trice sent hers in yesterday. Trice was not playing. So let's do Trice's reading first, and then we'll do Desiree's. And again, please don't mind Louis. Louis is in the room with us today. Hopefully he does not like knock this light down like he did last time when he was in this room. If he causes too much trouble, I'm gonna kick him out of this room. But so far so good. But y'all know how Louis be on one. So let's see. Alright. Doing Trice. Alright, let's see. Freaking card fall on the floor. It always happens. All right. All right. Sorry, Louis. This is going to be for Trice. Trice, what I'm seeing as far as your reading is that there seems to be some sort of research or some sort of studying that you might be possibly doing. I feel like with this particular research, it's going to be something that is going to bring you some sort of satisfaction. So, yeah, Louis got to go, y'all. Give me 1 second. He's just doing too much, as per usual. But I feel like with whatever research that you're doing, Trice, it seems to be a little bit of like, giving you a little bit of growth, spiritually, mentally. I do also feel like whatever you're learning or whatever you're doing some sort of research on, it does lead you to some sort of financial stability. I do also feel like you may be possibly teaching the masses. I feel like you are gathering a lot of knowledge, and then you're going to be able to kind of like advocate, or you're going to be able to kind of instill education into the community. So there just seems to be a little bit of like whatever you're doing is helping you grow as a human, helping you grow your character as well. Now you have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, which is really amazing. I mean, I've never seen them together in one spread before. That's kind of dope. But I feel like financial success, I also feel like there's going to be you feeling financially secure. I do also feel like you are coming off emotionally stable as well. Feeling a sense of whatever you're doing could be possibly enriched, or it could be possibly helping you as far as emotionally and mentally, as well as giving you some sort of satisfaction. So I feel like this particular work that you're doing is helping you become a better version of yourself, but it also comes with financial stability. There also seems to be a little bit of like, many of the signs that are coming out for you are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm also getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, but it could be any sign. There is a decision that you're going to have to make regarding a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is someone who is a male. This is someone who is very calculative. This is also someone that may be possibly coming in to give you some sort of opportunity, some sort of offer. They might either come from money, or they may be just stable in their life. That could be anything. It doesn't have to only just mean financial. But I feel like this is a stable connection, or this is a stable person coming into your life. And I feel like you're having to make some sort of decision about them. I do feel like there just seems to be someone who could be possibly trying to put you in a position to make a fast decision about them. Be careful, not anything bad, but this is someone who could be possibly someone that you could have history with. If it's not someone that you have history with, this is someone that you have a lot of in common with. Because the Six of Cups is here. Six of Cups doesn't necessarily mean that this is someone from your past. It could just mean that this is someone that you feel like you've known them for a very long time coming into your life. So this could mean that you may have had some sort of past life with them, or it could mean that you could have already met this person metaphysically in an earlier life, is what I'm saying. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this is someone from your past, but it's just someone that you're just familiar with. There's a sense of peace, there's a sense of solace with this person. And I do also feel like this is someone that could be at a distance from you, or this could just be someone who is just coming in very slowly. They're very meticulous, they're very calculative. Earth signs are usually slow moving energy, so this just could be someone who could be possibly still in a process of either opening up to you, or could be possibly in a position where they haven't come into your life just yet, because the pentacles for me just is someone that is just slow. You can't really make them make a decision. You can't really force someone to do something that they're not comfortable with. Like, that's how earth signs are. They're very stubborn energy. They're an energy that they kind of go with the flow, but they go with the flow of themselves, not what other people think about them. They have a sense of being of the individual. And this is also someone who likes to kind of like watch and kind of observe before they kind of move forward with things. And that's how Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns are. They're very calculative. They're very they pay attention to a lot of details. They're very much so about their money. Someone who can also be possibly just heavily constantly thinking about their money, or constantly thinking about bringing stability into their lives. So I feel like this is someone who could be possibly on the same headspace as you. So I feel like you may be possibly meeting your match soon. Let's see, who's next? All right. Who's next? I just lost it. Where is it? I just lost it. Where is it? All right, here it is. Okay, hold on. Let me move this over because I really don't need to see this. Okay. So the next person that I have is Desiree. So let's do Desiree. After Desiree is going to be Chastity. So let's do Desiree. Let's do Desiree. All right, Desiree. Desiree, you may be possibly going through a lot of anxieties, but I do feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you not sleeping well, or having a hard time falling asleep, or there just could be a lot of stress or anxieties around you around this time. I do feel like there seems to be some sort of overwhelming pressure that you may have as well, but it's surrounding your finances. You could have went through some sort of a financial blow, or you could have been like really upset about your finances around this time, because there just seems to be a little bit of like you feeling like something may have been unfair with your finances. Let's say you were anticipating a raise. Let's say you were anticipating some sort of money. I feel like something has not, a windfall of money has not come into your life, and I just feel like you may be possibly beating yourself over a lot of things, but it's more so financially. There just seems to be a little bit of a breakthrough that's going to be happening with your finances, because you had the 5 Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like once you get out of this funk that you're in financially, or your mindset against your finances, because I say against your finances, not for your finances, because I feel like there seems to be a little bit of like you self-sabotaging yourselves, especially when it comes to your finances. I feel like once you get out of that rut, I feel like there's going to be some sort of expansion coming in for you. Now, there also seems to be a little bit of like someone who could be possibly being shy or being very timid. There's could also be someone who could be possibly coming around, but I feel like for whatever reason you're being very defensive towards this person, or you could be possibly coming off as cold or cold-blooded to this person. So just be careful how you're communicating. Just be careful that you're not saying things that you don't mean towards this person. Okay, so maybe they deserve it. Maybe this is someone that, can you say the order for me? I can't see the entire order. Give me a second, Danny. I feel like with you, Desiree, there seems to be a little bit of like you not trusting this energy, and this is why you might be possibly acting this way towards them. It's a love offer coming in. There seems to be a little bit of like you being very defensive when it comes to your love life, but you're not trusting the ones that are coming towards you. Let's say you do have options, but I feel like, oh, my card fell. Maybe there seems to be a little bit of like you not trusting or feeling like people are trying to take advantage of you. I feel like you're emotionally not trusting people. Let's say there is people that are coming around that are wanting to get to know you, wanting to take you out, wanting to kind of like they're wanting to kind of be in your energy field. I don't feel like you're ready for that just yet. There could also be like a new beginning or a fresh start that could possibly happen with your love life, but I feel like again, you're very defensive with letting people in. You're coming off very emotionally unavailable. It's like you're hiding. I don't know what that energy is, but you're just hiding. You're not wanting people to know who you are. You're not wanting people to kind of like fully indulge in your energy, or just being very cautious of that. There seems to be a little bit of like you being very isolated, not wanting to talk to people. You could be like not answering phone calls or text messages as well when other people are maybe possibly trying to reach out to you, because I do feel like there seems to be a little bit of like you going into isolation and just like ghosting everyone around you. Not because you want to, but because there just seems to be a little bit of like you wanting to go a little bit into hermit mode. I don't literally have the card hermit, but I do feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you coming off as hiding your feelings. There also seems to be a little bit of you not wanting to address your feelings or be honest about your feelings too. So there's a little bit of that going on. I do also feel like you're trying to get yourself emotionally back balanced, because there may have been a situation with someone else that may have hurt you, or there may have been someone that may have betrayed you, emotionally disappointed you. And I feel like you're not fully open to letting someone in until you figure out how to get emotionally back balanced so that you can be emotionally available to let someone in. I do also feel like you are very like overwhelmed when it comes to your love life, or when it comes to expressing yourself. You may not know how to express you may not know how, that's Louis, y'all. You may not know how to express yourself fully right now. Because there may have been a time in the past where you may have emotionally put yourself out there like a floodgate, and I feel like it was not well received. And because it wasn't well received, I feel like now you're just like not wanting to open up to anybody, because it may have been a symbol. It may have symbolized rejection for you. A lot of people cannot accept rejection. A lot of people, when they are rejected, it kind of forces them into kind of going into isolation and not wanting to open up to nobody. So I feel like that is what you're possibly going through. Like you are no longer putting yourself out there any longer. But there may be someone that maybe possibly wants to start over, or maybe there's a new offer coming in, but I feel like you're not willing to accept. And there may be, I see multiple offers and not just one person. And that's why I say that, because the Seven of Cups is here, and Seven of Cups is like having many options to choose from. But I feel like sometimes you may be possibly very confused, or you ask yourself, why are these offers coming to me? Like, what do they want from me? It's not, oh my God, I have all of these options. Who can I choose from? It's mainly like, what do y'all all want from me? So again, you're coming off very defensive. I feel like you're coming off very closed off. I feel like you don't trust people, especially when it comes to men. You don't trust them because you feel like they may be possibly wanting to get you, or they want something from you. Hey, boo. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get out the order. I'm gonna do Chastity, Trinice, Yoshi, Danny, Leo. And that's all I can see for now. Because it's like cut off for whatever reason. So let me do Chastity. Oh, God. Louis, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Right, let's do Chastity. Alright. Hey, Felicia. Oh, wait, Felicia. Felicia, you donated on Saturday, but I think you meant to donate that for Love Donation Saturdays. And I don't do Love Donation Saturdays anymore. I might bring them back in February. I'm not sure just yet. But I'll do your reading right after Chastity. So after Chastity, it'll be Felicia, then Trinice, Yoshi, Danny, and then Leo. I wasn't sure, Felicia, so that's why I wasn't sure if you didn't know that I wasn't doing Love Donation Saturdays anymore, so that's why I was like, maybe she donated that by mistake. But I'm like, hopefully she comes in on Monday so I can give her reading. Because I was like, if she doesn't notice that I don't send her reading, maybe she'll reach out to me now and be like, okay, check the Monday night readings on live YouTube so she can see her reading then. But now that I'm fully aware what you've done, I'm going to do Chastity, then I'll do Felicia, Trinice, Yoshi, Danny, then Leo. So let's do Chastity. And then I'll do Felicia. All right, Chastity. All right. One of my cards ripped. No. You was going through it when you sent it. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay, but we'll get into you, Felicia. I'm not gonna put all your business out here, but I'll definitely give you a reading. For you, Chastity, the Five of Swords tried to pop out, but it ripped. Five of Swords tried to pop out for you, it ripped. But I'm still going to read it for you because I feel like it symbolizes that there may be a little bit of self-sabotaging going on. But I also feel like you're incredibly bored with your life right now. There could be a little bit of like something just becoming very mundane for you. And there also seems to be a little bit of like you having to be careful with your isolation. I literally had this conversation with a client the other day through our full session. The Five of Swords also came up for her, but I'm also getting the same feeling with you in your reading is that too much isolation with you is not good. It causes you to kind of sit with dark emotions or dark thoughts. There also seems to be a little bit of just like procrastination. And when I do feel like when you go through some sort of procrastination, it's something that is keeping you very stagnant in your life. There seems to be no movement happening in your life right now. And that could be because there seems to be a little bit of like you coming off very bored. You could be possibly trying to anticipate or you're waiting for or anticipating something to come into your life, whether that be your love life, your work life, your career, emotionally, spiritually, you're waiting for something. But I feel like while you're waiting for that to come in, you can keep yourself busy. You don't have to be bored and not doing anything. There's a movie that I watched a long time ago as a kid, and I used to love the movie. It was called Idle Hands is the Devil's Playground. I feel like you're having to be careful with that. And while you think about what I just said, let me tape up my card. Because y'all not gonna make fun of me in my cards. That's what we're not going to do. All right. I'm back. So I feel like with the Five of Swords, there just seems to be a little bit of like you coming out very bored. There also seems to be a little bit of like, what is going on in my background? Let's get it together. There also seems to be a little bit of like reflecting too deeply about the past, or there could, if it's not reflecting about the past, it could be like your present too. Like, could be just reflecting very deeply about what's going on in your life currently. But I feel like it's mainly like the things that you cannot change. Try not to. Oh, I'm doing great. Hey, Rich. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Congratulations on the baby. I feel like I haven't told you that because I haven't seen you. I don't go out like that no more. I've been low key. So I feel like I haven't seen like my people in a really long time. But I'm glad you're doing well. And the wife and the kids. I love it. I love everything like that. Next year, that's gonna be me. Just out of the blue, I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna be married and with kids. Y'all gonna be like, when? How? I'm like, life has been low key. Y'all wouldn't y'all just wouldn't know. But yes, I love that for you, Rich. Congratulations, and I hope everybody's doing well. Please send everybody kisses for me. Can you add me on the list? I got you, Kenoa. I'll add you to my list. I'm trying to manage YouTube and Instagram at the same time, and I feel like I'm doing a good job. But I feel like with you, Chastity, hey, Steph, with you, Chastity, there just seems to be a little bit of like just thinking and overthinking and just in a space of just like doing too much of that. I feel like thinking is it's okay with the thinking is okay, but I feel like you just need to kind of implement changes into your life. I feel like you haven't been doing that. You've just been thinking about what you want to do and not actually doing what you want to do. There also seems to be a little bit of like you surrounding yourself with a lot of pressure. There seems to be a lot of pressure about like not being in a space that you would like at your age, meaning that, let's say, for example, you're at an age where you're in your late 20s and you're feeling like you missed out, or you should have been further along in maybe your career and your love life, your friendships. There just seems to be a little bit of like you feeling like you've been delayed, or there just seems to be a little bit of like you feel like you missed out on things that should have happened for you at a time frame in your life. I don't subscribe to that, because I feel like, what's for you is for you. And I also feel like maybe sometimes you're not dodging a bullet, you're dodging a clip by not doing things or having your life a certain way at a certain age. So there just seems to be a little bit of like you having to look at it as a blessing in disguise and stop looking at it as that. I guess stop looking at it as, why hasn't this happened for me, or why? I feel like you're being protected. And I feel like you don't realize that. There also seems to be for you a lot of writing or a lot of thoughts, because there's a lot of swords in your reading. Who is that? Hey, Kim. The readings are a donation, so they're not necessarily like how much I charge, because these are just like mini readings. I'm only picking out 3 cards. So it's whatever you feel like. I don't like to tell people how much to donate to me. I feel like it's so cheesy. So it's whatever you feel in your heart, girl. Like whatever you feel. I feel like with you, Chastity, there also seems to be, again, it's the dark negative thoughts. Now, the Hermit card is here for you. It wasn't here for Desiree, but it's definitely here for you. So there just seems to be a little bit of like reflecting about the past and past mistakes too. Let's say, for example, you want to do something, you went after it and it didn't happen for you, because that's the energy that I'm picking up for you. And I feel like that may have been a setback or a big disappointment for you, or again, rejection. And I feel like you decided that you're no longer wanting to kind of put yourself out there, but it's saying that you're having to, though. And the main the signs are coming off, it's just a lot of swords. Like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. And there seems to be someone that this is a woman, not a man. There seems to be a woman around you that is very passive. This is also someone who could be possibly getting themselves emotionally balanced, or they could be just a moody woman. This can be a woman that there is one, not to say there's something mentally wrong with this person, but one day they're happy, one day they're not. This is just a moody person. This is a moody person. There's someone around you that's incredibly moody. And I feel like you may be possibly trying to create boundaries with this person, but it's hard to create boundaries with this person. This is a moody woman. It's just some moody, like, I don't know if this is like your mother or this is like, but if someone is a moody person. And they're very passive, meaning like not to say that they make slick comments, but this could be possibly someone who is, they act like everything is okay, but deep down inside, emotionally, they could be possibly suffering in silence. I'm going to do Trinice. Actually, I'm not doing Trinice. I'm doing Felicia. Just skip Felicia, chat. I'm going to do Felicia. Felicia, I'm sorry. I'm going to do Felicia. Then I'm going to do, oh my God, this sweater is so big. I'm going to do Felicia. Then I'll do Trinice, Yoshi, Danny, Leo, and Steph. So let's do Felicia. Oh, shoot. I forgot Noah. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to do Felicia. Felicia, Trinice, Yoshi, Danny, Leo, Noah, then Stephanie. It's only fair, Stephanie. It's only fair. So let me do... Everything got so crazy. I'm sorry, Felicia. It sucks. Let's see what's going on, though. Let's see. Let's do Felicia. All right. Hey, Felicia, why are you crying? Felicia, I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I'm getting heavy Capricorn with you. I feel like with you, Felicia, there just seems to be a little bit of disappointments. I feel like there also seems to be a little bit of like regrets as well, or feeling like there just seems to be a lot of mistakes, or there could have been like disappointments from someone. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're going to be hearing from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I feel like just be careful because this could be someone who could be emotionally immature, or this just could be someone who is just very youthful or childish, or someone who may be possibly around the same age as you or younger. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're younger than you, but they just mentally, they're immature. I do also feel like there could be possibly some sort of like someone that is wanting to kind of, it's not a reconciliation. They just want to kind of like make things right with you. There also seems to be a little bit of like wanting balance to be restored between two people. The only reason I don't like this is because I feel like this is like all the cards that are coming out, it just symbolizes that this is someone who's just emotionally immature. But I also feel like be careful because you may be involved in a situation that is a lot of confusion. There's a lack of clarity in the situation as well. Be careful because I have the Three of Pentacles is here. Be careful that this is not a situation where there may be too many people that may be involved. I feel like this is someone who may possibly have two sides to them. I feel like sometimes they're emotional, sometimes they're not. I just feel like someone is just coming off wishy-washy, very confused. And there also seems to be a little bit like, I don't really, I'm not saying this. It's like, you know how when someone's acting like very emotional and they're not, just like, are you crazy? Like, not to say someone is crazy, but someone can be viewed like that. Dang, what the heck happened to my live on Instagram? I feel like there just seems to be someone is coming off as crazy, or someone is being seen as crazy. Like, from the outside looking in, someone may look like they're acting crazy, or they may be possibly saying things that could come off crazy. So just be careful with that, okay? Hold on. Why are you doing this to me? Why? So just be careful that someone is not trying to mislead you. And if you feel like they're purposely trying to mislead you, it's because this is someone who, once again, they are wishy-washy. One minute they're emotional, one minute they're not. They're not. They're not. What I'm getting, like, they're just like the energy from this person. This person is coming off crazy. like emotionally, someone is coming off as crazy. Like, just on the outside looking in, is just like, that person is crazy. Like, they're emotionally off their rocker, is what I'm getting. So just be careful with that. I don't know if you are the one that's coming off like that, or the other person is coming off like that, but someone is being viewed as crazy and emotionally unstable. Just be careful with that, okay? I just feel like this is someone that requires a lot of work. This is a situation that requires a lot of work, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. And the Ace of Pentacles for me is just like something that requires a lot of time and energy into a situation. And it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to give freely your energy to this particular situation, because you have free will. Don't come off passive. If someone is trying to give you a sob story, don't take that sob story. There also seems to be a little bit of like you having to stand your ground and put your foot down with this person, because I feel like if you give this person an inch, they're going to take a mile. It's written all over. Like, I see it. I see where it's going. I see where it's going with this person. So just be careful how you communicate with this person and how much you're willing to take with this person, because they will take you on a ride. And it's not the ride that you want to take. It's just an emotional roller coaster is what I'm seeing. There also seems to be a little bit of like you feeling very overwhelmed with the situation as well. And I feel like if you can't get clarity in a situation, I feel like it's not for you. And the only reason why I say that is because the Seven of Cups is here. And the Seven of Cups for me symbolizes that there's a lot of illusions or facade. Like, you may be possibly looking at a situation through rose-tinted glasses and not seeing the reality of what it is. Like, do not look at what's happening now. Don't romanticize this person. Don't romanticize your experiences. Be in reality with your experiences. And you know what I mean when I say that. Like, don't romanticize what could be. No, don't think about what could be. Think about what's happening now. What is this person showing me now? Because I don't like where this is going. I'm just saying, Felicia. Hey, boo. I feel like you may be possibly looking at something through rose-tinted glasses. And I don't want you to do that, because I feel like it's going to be an emotional disappointment. It's going to be a letdown if you look at life through that. You're setting yourself up for failure when you do that. Okay. Let me do Trinice. After Trinice is Yoshi, Danny, Leo, Noah, Steph. All right, that's weird. Let me do Trinice. You're welcome, Felicia. I'm just seeing games, Felicia. Nothing but games. Don't let nobody run game on you. Don't let nobody, take advantage of you. Don't let nobody mistreat you. Don't let nobody take advantage of you emotionally. That's the worst part. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Like, put your foot down and mean business. You know how they say stand on business? Well, I hate that saying, but in this particular scenario, I should say it to you, like, you need to stand on business. Let's do Trinice. Oh my God. My cards are falling on the floor like. Scarred. Let's do one more shuffle and then I'll do Trinice. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let me get Louis. All right, y'all. I just had to get Louis. All right, let's do Trinice. Trinice. Cards keep falling on the floor. All right, so this is going to be for Trinice. Trinice, what I'm seeing for you, there seems to be a little bit of like the truth is finally coming out, but I feel like there also seems some sort of indecision that is also happening as well. It's surrounding your finances. There also seems to be a little bit of like you feeling like you have put a lot of time and energy, or there could be some sort of history when it comes to your career. But I feel like you may be possibly feeling very overwhelmed with your work, or it could be possibly like you feeling unsatisfied or unhappy when it comes to your career and your work that you do. Now, may the signs that are coming out around you are Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it could be any sign. There just seems to be a little bit of like someone is going to be reaching out to you. I also feel like there's going to be several opportunities coming in for you financially as well. But I feel like you're going to have to make a decision about where you want to move forward. Like, let's say, for example, you're leaving your job, or you were thinking about leaving your job. And I feel like you're thinking, oh my God, if I decide to leave, there's not going to be a lot of opportunities that's going to present itself for me or to me. But I feel like that's not necessarily true, because there's an opportunity there's several opportunities that are going to be available to you. So I feel like you're going to have to make a decision about whether or what you would like to move as far as your career. So again, there seems to be a little bit of stability financially coming in for you. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is here for me, symbolizes that there could be a little bit of like you making just, good money, but I feel like there also seems to be something about like you having your finances and you don't have any finances, or you maybe possibly have less than what you have, meaning that there could be something that could be taking a toll on your finances, whether that be your bills, whether that be people. I feel like it's your bills though. You could be possibly spreading yourself thin when it comes to your finances, and only just having enough to pay your bills, and not having a significant amount left over so that you can fully indulge in your finances. Or maybe you're wanting that. You're wanting additional income so that you can be able to live a comfortable life. Not to say you don't live a comfortable life now, but I just feel like you just have enough and you're wanting more than enough. I do also feel like once you get out of this mindset, because I feel like it's more so your mindset, I feel like there just seems to be a little bit of a new experience that's going to be coming in for you. I do also feel like there just seems to be some sort of new opportunity that's going to help propel your lifestyle or propel your money as well. There just seems to be a little bit of like you coming off as a boss, or you coming off very independent. So you may potentially decide to go independent, or may potentially decide to kind of do your own thing instead of just working a traditional 9 to 5. There just seems to be a little bit of like finances are going to be coming in from somewhere else. You could also be possibly getting like money under the table, like getting cash under the table. Not to say like you're doing anything shady, because I don't feel like you're doing anything shady, but I feel like you're getting money traditionally, but then you're getting some sort of money under the table. Or maybe possibly not reporting the money that you're getting under the table on your taxes. Okay, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put too much information out there. So yeah, I'm gonna stop right there, Trinice. Like I see where this is going and I don't want to say too much. So I'm gonna stop right there. I don't want to put all your information out there. I don't want to put your full business out there either. I would never. And I also feel like there's going to be some sort of money that's going to be coming in from like some sort of money that was owed to you. Some sort of back pay is also going to be coming into your life as well. You're a really good money manifester, Trinice. I just feel like you just really need to start believing in yourself, and also need to take accountability too, because not to say you're not taking accountability, but I feel like you need to take accountability of your spending habits. I don't know what it is, Amazon. I don't know what it is, but there seems to be a little bit of like you taking some sort of accountability for it. All right, let's do Yoshi. Then I'll do Danny, Leo, Noah, and then Steph. All right, let's do Yoshi. Yoshi. Yoshi, you have unfinished business with somebody. It could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it doesn't really matter of the sign. I do feel like someone is possibly wanting to give you some sort of explanation, or they could be possibly wanting to apologize, but I feel like you are putting up a wall or just wanting to move on. I feel like you may be possibly the type of person where like you don't want to hear an apology or an explanation. You just want to shut someone off and cut someone off and remove access to yourself to this person. But I feel like this could be someone who feels like they owe you an explanation, or they want to apologize, or they want to tell you why things may have happened between you two. I also feel like someone may feel like they missed out. Now, they feel like they missed out on you. I do also feel like there could be someone who could be possibly thinking about you as well, or purposely trying not to think about you, or you could be also coming off like this as well. But I feel like someone is like maybe possibly thinking of the other person, and that to the point where there just seems to be a little bit of like them feeling very overwhelmed, or they feel like they're going to burst because of, it's like the more you deny yourself of something that you really, really want, it just becomes very hard. And I feel like that is what's happening. I feel like someone keeps denying them access, or denying access to someone. And I feel like someone is just like wanting or craving it even more. It's like trying to deny yourself of ice cream, but you know you want to eat the damn ice cream. Like, you know you go eat the ice cream. Just go eat the ice cream. You know what I mean? Like, someone just keeps denying themselves of something that they really, really want. Now, I do also feel like because there is unfinished business, but this person is saying for you to get all of the information, all of the facts before making some sort of decision. But it's also saying to use your logic and your emotions before making some sort of decision. I'm sorry, Yoshi. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to read you like that, but I'm just saying, just eat the damn ice cream. Just eat it. You know what I mean? I just feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you trying to be very disciplined, but there's a fine line between being disciplined, you know, and I feel like you're having to kind of find out how to make that comfortable for you. I know discipline is not supposed to feel comfortable, but I feel like there just needs to be a balance, and I feel like you're still trying to figure out what that balance is to you and what that means to you. I just feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you having to have a conversation that's very inevitable, but I feel like you're trying to prolong that conversation from happening. And the more you prolong that conversation from happening, the longer it kind of keeps that connection, or the longer it keeps that energy stagnant and still bound to you. I feel like it's like stepping in gum. It just kind of like travels. It kind of continues to keep traveling with you. The gum is still stuck underneath your shoe. You still haven't undressed or removed the gum that's still attached to your shoe. I feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you having to kind of put your big girl panties on, and you're having to kind of take accountability, but also confront things that you may be possibly running away from, because there seems to be a little bit of a conversation that you're supposed to be having with someone that you keep running away from. And it's not healthy. It's like holding on to feelings that you thought that you kind of dismissed or you kind of ignored, but it's still there. It's like, it's always going to be like a what if is what I'm feeling with this person, you know? And maybe they feel that way with you. You may not feel that way with them, but it's always going to be that what if, or what if that would happen, or if this would have happened, what if I would have said this, or what if I would have said that. There just seems to be a little bit of like someone feels like there seems to be still unfinished business between you and them. Now, you may not feel that way, or you may feel like, I am not even trying to go there with this person any longer. It's over and done. Like, you may feel that way, but maybe someone does not feel that way about you. I just feel like someone is coming in to communicate with you, and I feel like you're going to feel happy because you're going to feel like the ball is in your court, or you have the upper hand in the situation, because you do. You're going to have to make a decision whether or not you want to have that conversation with someone. And someone knows that you have the upper hand, and it's very uncomfortable for them, because they have to humble themselves. It's a little bit of like them having humility in order for them to have this conversation with you. But you may be possibly chuckling to yourself, because it's just like, well, now I have the upper power, or I have the power whether or not I want to give you access to me. So there just seems to be a little bit of like you not rushing to have that conversation. You're just like, well, I'm going to do it on my terms. And you should. Like, do it on your terms. So I feel like there seems to be a little bit of like, this could be someone who there seems to be some sort of a significant connection with, because the Lover's card is here, and the Lover's card for me symbolizes that there once was or is a deep connection that you have or experience with this person. It's unexplainable, it's intangible. It's a connection that is felt but not, is felt. You know what I mean? It's not something that you can kind of like put into a box or compartmentalized. I'm on Yoshi, then Danny, and then Leo, and then Noah, then Stephanie. So I feel like with you, Yoshi, it's something about like you having to confront what you really feel, because you could be possibly running away from that, or not really fully wanting to acknowledge that. I feel like someone has finally come to terms with it, but maybe you are still battling with that, or not wanting to fully address it. You're welcome, Leo. Let's do Danny. And then I'll do Leo, Noah, and then Steph. Stop running, Yoshi. Just confront it. It sucks, but just confront it. And you know what I mean. I'm not trying to put all your business out there, but you know what I mean. Oh my goodness. I know he gets on your nerves, but I just feel like you just need to confront it, because it's going to always be in the back of your mind, or it's always going to be something that it's lingering. It's going to linger into your next connection. It's going to linger into your, either whether it's platonic or not, it's going to linger into other connections in your life, because you're holding on to that stigma of this person, and you're bringing that stigma into other connections, and you're not realizing that you're also bringing it into your friendships. When you go through a really hard breakup, or when you go through, like, if you experience a fuck boy, or if you experience people that are not good to you, you don't realize that energy, you're bringing it in other connections that are not also platonic. You're bringing them into your friendship as well. It may not be the same emotionally or romantically with your friendships, but the way that you're viewing your friendships, or the way that you're handling your friendships, can also be very traumatic because of the experience that you had with this person. Just think about it. Just think about it. Like, how has that experience that I had with that particular person affect my friendships as well? Because it's not only romantic, you know. That's only just the piece of it, you know. It's just a piece of it. Oh, shoot. Let me put it on the screen for you, sarcastically polite. I forgot to put that for Instagram. I'm going to stop taking donations soon as well. Because I get like these spiritual headaches that, and you know, it's like I start to, my mind start, not my mind, but I start to get these headaches. And that's how I know it's just like, okay, so they need to stop. So I feel it coming. Let me do Danny. It is hard to shake off because there's the Lover's card. Every time I get the Lover's card, it symbolizes that this is either like someone who is part of your soulmate or this is someone who's part of your soul tribe. And the reason why I say it's part of your soulmate, because I believe that we have more than one soulmates. I don't believe that I just have one person that I'm bound to the rest of my lifetime. I don't believe in that. But I feel like this is someone that could be possibly part of your soul tribe. And like there's a deep spiritual connection there that you're not willing to address. Maybe you both are not willing to address it, but you both have a spiritual connection. And this is why it keeps you tied to this person. It keeps you bound to this person because it just seems to be like both of you have a bigger purpose on this earth. It's not just you guys. It's not just the issues that you both have. It's worldly. Like what you both experience affects not only you two, but everyone around you. And even people that don't know you. Like you guys have a higher purpose. Let's do Danny. And once you realize that, then you're like, oh, okay, now I know why this person keeps coming in my life. Now I know why this keeps happening over and over again. Now I know why I can't leave this person alone. Because there's a higher purpose. It's not just, I like him and I can't keep my mind off of him. No, it's a higher purpose. I'm trying to grab the card with my toes. Hold on, Louis. All right, Louis, go back to where you were. Because I feel like I'm in his space. He's not in my space. I'm in his space. Sorry, Louis. He's like, what do you want from me? All right. This is for Danny. After Danny, I'm going to do Leo, then Noah, then Steph. Okay. PayPal. Okay, I got it. Let's see. I'm just going to give the order really quickly so you guys know. I'm going to be doing Danny now, then Leo, then Noah, Steph, and then Megan. And then I'm just going to get off after that. All right. You're welcome. Danny, what I'm seeing with you is that you're going to be receiving a lot of attention, but I also feel like you're also going to be receiving a lot of communication from a fuckboy. This is someone who could have been in and out of your life, off and on. It could be Aries, Leo, Sag. It could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because of the signs that are coming out prevalently in your reading. I feel like this particular fire sign or water sign, this is someone who's being very emotional. This is also someone who's going to tell you that they have deep-hearted regrets around you or about you. This is also someone who's going to come in very quickly into your life, but just be mindful that you know how fuckboys are. They come in for a good time, but they don't really last a long time. This is someone who is very indecisive. This is an energy where they can be incredibly selfish. They only think about themselves and what their needs are currently in that moment, but they don't really think long term, or they don't really think about the longevity in relationships. They're selfish. They only think about now and what satisfies them now. You may be okay with that. Maybe you're fully aware that this person does this. Maybe you're totally okay with that. But if you're not totally okay with that, just be mindful that this is the energies that's coming towards you. Now, I do feel like there could be possibly someone that does want to reconcile with you because the Three of Cups is here. I do feel like you're having to kind of understand the history behind this, because this could be possibly someone that does this, like, this is like a repeat offender. This is someone who does this a lot. When they run out of options or things to play with, aka women, they come towards you because you're safe. You're like a safety blanket. You are comfortable. You are stable. And it's funny how they think of you as stable because it's been off and on. So I don't, maybe because you're always there, maybe you're always emotionally available to them. Maybe you are, you know, accepting of them. Maybe you understand them, and maybe they feel like you're the only person that kind of understands them. But let's just be honest, this is a fuckboy. This is someone who's not serious enough. This is someone who's too playful, too childish. But I feel like they are coming towards you, or rushing towards you. You might hear from them in Aries season. If you haven't heard from them yet, you may hear from them during Aries season, which would be like April going into May-ish type of season. So early spring, late spring. I do also feel like this is someone that's going to be coming in where you are very secure in yourself, very confident in yourself. There just seems to be a little bit of a boost of self-esteem that could be going on with you, feeling very sure of yourself, knowing who you are as a person. I feel like someone's going to be coming into your life where you are in a position where you are in control of your life. There's something about you like being very boss-like. I feel like you could be also very overwhelmed by the time they come around. So you may feel like you don't really have time for them. And the fact that you don't really have time for them, or you don't have the energy to kind of sit down and kind of nurture them, it's hurting their feelings. Because in the past, you always made time, or you always gave that particular energy of caring for them and nurturing them. But I feel like in this particular season of your life, there's so much going on in your life that you don't really have time to stop and cater to this person's needs. So just be mindful of someone that's going to be returning. I do feel that there just seems to be a little bit of, again, them being very selfish and very greedy of your energy. This is also someone who's going to take a mile if you give them an inch. No. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So just be mindful of that. I just don't see anything good coming from this. And I'm just going to be honest with you. This is also someone who's very possessive. They're very manipulative emotionally. This is someone who knows what they're doing and know what they're saying. This is also someone who has a lot of bad habits. They have a lot of bad habits that they're needing to overcome as well. They may have a nasty habit of doing things that when they hurt people, they don't really care to hurt them. They only think about themselves. And I do feel like there just seems to be a new cycle that's going to be coming into your life where this person is going to show up. And I feel like you're having to be careful with this energy, because I do feel like they will deplete you. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. But I feel like they will deplete you. They'll deplete you. So just be mindful of that. Louis is wanting my attention. I'm like, no, not right now, Louis. Give me like 45 minutes. He's like, look at me. Look at me. All right, let's do Leo. After Leo, I will do Noah, and then I'll do Stephanie, and then I'll do Megan, and then I'm going to get off. So let's do Leo. Let's do Leo. You're welcome, Danny. All right, let's do Leo. Oh, God. I feel like every time I do my readings, my face, I have a one-on-one faces. My face itches. Like, it itches. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just, it itches. All right. Leo, be careful how you express yourself because you come off too blunt. Or you come off too harsh. Ugh. Cards. Oh, go to your bed. Trying to... Don't snapping at me. He lucky he's cute, cause child. So I feel like with you, Leo, there just seems to be a little bit of, I feel like you have unfinished business too. There could be someone that could be coming into offer, but it's an ex or someone that you're previously romantically involved with. I do feel like someone has been thinking about you very heavily, but I feel like there seems to be some sort of divine timing when this person's going to be showing up in your life. Now, I feel like you're going to be very defensive towards this person because they may be possibly triggering you to reflect on the things that may have happened between you and them. Why does my Instagram keep doing that? I'm sorry. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I feel like with you, oh my goodness, hopefully she comes on YouTube. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I feel like with you, Leo, there just seems to be a little bit of like someone that could be possibly coming back around. It could be an apology too, like someone does want to apologize to you. There also seems to be like you and this person don't really see eye to eye or on the same page. There seems to be a lot of petty energy between you and this person, meaning that if you don't reach out to them, they feel like they don't need to reach out to you. If you don't possibly give them any reaction, they're not going to give you a reaction as well. So I feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like tit for tat happening. That's tit for tat that is also happening between you and this person. Mainly the signs that are coming out for you are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be possibly Cancer too, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it could be any sign. There also seems to be like this is someone that's coming on very vulnerable, very sensitive. I do feel like someone has something that they want to get off their chest, but if they have been possibly mustering up to say this to you, they may be possibly taking their time to say this to you. They could be possibly like having to find some sort of confidence to tell you this because they could have been trying to hold back from you emotionally, but I feel like now someone wants to kind of reach out to you or kind of like tell you how they feel now, because I do feel like they, again, may have been trying to hold back from you emotionally. They could be possibly at a distance from you. If it's not distance, they just could be emotionally distant right now. I feel like you're going to turn this person down, unfortunately, or trying to purposely avoid them for whatever reason, because there just seems to be a little bit of just like you saying no thank you to this person. It could be because they may have betrayed you. There seems to be some sort of betrayal, or they may have hurt you in some sort of way, and you're not really wanting to go back down that rabbit hole. So I feel like you're going to decide for the time being to kind of ignore this person and just say no thank you from this person from your past. If it's not someone from your past, it's definitely someone that you have history with. This is someone that you're previously romantically involved with. You guys have history. I feel like someone was also waiting for, like, you know how they always say like time heals all wounds? I feel like someone was waiting for some sort of time to go by to spin the block. If that makes any sense. Like someone's like, let me give her some time to heal, or let me give this person a time to kind of like collect themselves before I kind of apologize, or I kind of come back into their lives. And that makes any sense to you. And Leo, if you missed some of your reading, just go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and you'll see the whole thing there. Because I feel like it got cut off for whatever reason, and I feel like, I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's the second time they've done that tonight. All right, let me do Noah. Oof. Then Steph, then Megan. Yeah, go to my YouTube, and then you'll see it there. Is it worth going to the person? Honestly, if you can get past what has been done, I feel like for everything that they're telling you is truthful. They're not lying to you. I think someone is being very emotionally mature. I feel like, I mean, it's not immature, it's mature. They're being mature about it. And I do feel like this is someone who does want to move or be amicable with you. I mean, I don't see any red flags move forward with this person, but again, you need to pay attention to the red flags when it comes to this person. Because, and again, if you can get past what has been done and truly get past it. Like, don't say, oh, I forgive you, and then you, when a fight comes up, you throw it in their face, you know? I'm on Noah, then Stephanie, then Megan. So let's do Noah, Steph, and then Megan. Somebody's going to come back. Leo. Dang it. Why do my cards keep falling? All right. Noah. First of all, Noah, your money looks good. There's multiple streams of income that's going to be coming in for you. And you also may possibly take some sort of vacation or go on some sort of trip. Money looks really good. I have no complaints with your money. Your money looks really good. I feel like there's just going to be some sort of opportunities that's going to be coming in for you financially as well. And I feel like you're putting yourself in a position to win. And there's nothing wrong with that. Go to your bed. Sorry, y'all. Louise just like lick my toes. I do also feel like things just seem to happen for you. There seems to be a little bit of like you just kind of sitting there and money is just drawn to you or attracted to you. I do also feel like you may be possibly coming off very overwhelmed at times because there just seems to be a lot going on in your life. And I do also feel like there just seems to be like life is happening very fast for you. I feel like for you, when I say time is fleeting for you. For you, time is fleeting, okay? Like seriously, time is fleeting. Oh, I love you too, Noah. I love you too. I feel like I have to sneeze, but it won't come out. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. But I also feel like with you, Noah, that you're having to trust your intuition because your intuition is trusting you, is guiding you exactly where you need to be. Because I feel like there just seems to be a little bit of power struggles with you from time to time, but it's mainly with yourself. Like you sometimes doubt yourself, or you could be possibly your worst critic or your biggest hater at times. So you're having to be careful with that. Your mind is very powerful, Noah. You know how to make money. Dang, your money look good. 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles? Well, damn. Ooh. Your intuition. Oof. I feel like I need to sneeze again. But your intuition, Noah, is that you may be possibly something is telling you to either break up or to separate with somebody. Your intuition is telling you that, but you're hiding it. I don't know why. You could be possibly thinking about going through a breakup or cutting someone out of your life. You're thinking about it. You and this person don't see eye to eye. You guys have power struggles. You guys possibly like don't be on the same page, or you just seem to be like you guys clash. Not to say that there isn't instability there because the 10 of Pentacles is there, but there just seems to be a little bit of like you could be going through a breakup or a separation. Like it's on the horizon. Like this is what's going to happen. I'm seeing it. Because the 3 of Swords and a 10 of Pentacles, that's not good. There's a breakup or a separation coming up for you. But I still see your money looking really, really well. But I don't know if you're in the market of looking for a new car or possibly wanting a new car. And I also see that too. I feel like money is just attracted to you. Money is drawn to you. I feel like you're always going to have more than enough financially. I don't even have anything bad to say about you, know, other than this breakup or separation that's about to come. Like you're going to be single, or you're going to be a free agent. A free agent. Like I don't see any like relationship, because I'm seeing again a breakup or a separation that's about to happen. Or maybe this possibly already happened, but I feel like there's a breakup or separation, and then like I feel like there just seems to be like keeping something hush or under wraps with that. I feel like someone's thinking it, but they haven't really told their partner that just yet, or they haven't fully disclosed how they feel about it just yet. I am saying it is saying to trust your intuition about this separation, though. It is saying to go through with it. Because something isn't in alignment between you and this person. Oh shoot, I forgot to tell you the signs. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're about to buy a new car? Congratulations. I see a car. I saw a car for you, so yeah. I'm seeing a car. Congratulations on your car. It's a nice car. It's a nice car. For what I see on the cards, this is a nice card. Enjoy your car, Noah. Enjoy that car. Let's do stuff and then we'll do Megan. Oh, disclaimer, you guys, I will not be taking any clients in January, the whole month of January. So if you do want to book a reading with me, please book it or try to find a slot for December, or you have to wait until February. I'll be back in February. The whole month of January, I'm going to be taking off because I just need a break. I just need a break. I need to refocus. At top of the year, I need to kind of get myself centered. I need to heal a little bit spiritually, and then I'll be back and prepared and wide-eyed and bushy-tailed for you guys in February. God bless you, Noah. Enjoy your car. Enjoy it. All right, let me do stuff. And then I'll do, Megan. Don't start that. You're like, what, 50 pounds? Even if somebody's in here, what you gonna do? Nothing. All right, let's do stuff. I'll take it. All right. You know what's crazy, Stephanie? These are the same. We're not the exact same cards, but this card in the middle is definitely the card that I pulled for you when I had your reading last weekend or last week. Last week. It's not weekend. Last week. For you, Steph. Can I move this up? It won't let me. For you, Steph, what I'm seeing for you is that there just seems to be a little bit of like you being very defensive, and I also feel like you're really fighting or pushing through when it comes to your finances. Let's say, for example, I also feel like there's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn around you too. You could be possibly being very harsh on someone or very like stern on someone, especially about their finances. Like I can possibly see you talking to this person and be like, look, you need to do better. Look, you need to do this. Look, you need to do that. So I feel like you're trying to guide someone with their finances, but at the same time being very stern and strict when it comes to how you express yourself, especially when it comes to how you think that they should utilize their finances. So I don't know if you're giving someone some sort of like money advice or business advice, but I feel like you're being very strict and stern with them. And kind of like being very militant, especially when it comes to finances. Maybe you are that way, but I feel like when it comes to your finances, you're being very militant with information or telling someone how they should be with their money. It could be again, like giving some sort of advice to someone, but just being too militant or strict with it. I do also feel like there could be someone who could be at a low point in their life as well, because the Five of Pentacles is kind of up here for them. I also feel like when it comes to finances, I feel like you're not playing around. Like and not necessarily mean that you have to budget, but I'm just saying that you're not. You're very strict with your finances. And I feel like you're not playing around when it comes to your finances. Like you're wanting it to be done now, like not later. You're wanting it to be done now. There also seems to be a little bit of like you possibly maybe hiding money or putting some sort of money aside as well. Something about a fireplace. I don't know if you have a fireplace, but I'm seeing a fireplace in your reading. But I'm definitely seeing a fireplace. Huh. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not going there. I saw something about a fireplace, but I am not going there on YouTube. I'm not going there. I do also feel like there's gonna be some sort. You have a fireplace, okay? I'm not gonna go there. You have a nice timer on your fireplace, though, okay? You know what I mean when I say that. Have a nice timer on your fireplace, you know. If it's on the couch, if it's on the floor, have a good timer on your fireplace, girl. Do you, hon? Have fun. Have so much fun on your fireplace. I don't know. I just see fireplace. I don't know what that means, but I'm seeing like good times around a fireplace. It could be on the couch. It could be on the floor, but it's around the fireplace. I also feel like there's going to be some sort of travel plans coming up for you, but there seems to be some sort of delays with that. There could be possibly some sort of delays with your upcoming flight. Let's say, for example, you're supposed to go somewhere or you're supposed to go out of the city or state. I feel like there's going to be some sort of delays with your flight. I do also feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like you coming out very confident, and I also feel like you're being a go-getter. You're being very entrepreneurial. There's something about you having to get back to that though, because I do feel like you are maybe possibly thinking about the things that you want to execute, but I feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like putting a lot of things on a back burner. Saying that you're going to do something, but then something else comes up. I feel like your time is very preoccupied. There's something about your fireplace. Check the fireplace. Something about your fireplace. Check the fireplace. Because I'm seeing something about the fireplace, and it surrounds your money. I don't know what that means. To me, in my mind, I'm thinking like something about like you having fun and like being around the fireplace. I don't know what that means, but that's what Spirit told me to tell you. So check the fireplace. I don't know if you stashed some money there, but if you hid some money there, but there's just definitely something about the fireplace. It doesn't have to necessarily be in the fireplace, but it's something somewhere around the fireplace. I don't know if you have bases there, if you have anything that you can, I don't know. There's something about your fireplace. I see the fireplace. So something about the fireplace. I do also feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like randomly there's going to be some sort of windfall of money. But I've told you this before. I feel like you're having to be patient for this though. And I also feel like there's going to be something about like you reflecting deeply about your love life. There also seems to be a little bit of like you having some sort of anxieties within your love life as well, and having to be faced or left with some sort of decision about it. You could be possibly used to some sort of an experience or a lifestyle, and I feel like you may be possibly feeling like you're having to ask yourself if someone is a liability or an asset. You have to ask yourself that about someone. Oh my God, Stephanie, like text me and let me know if there's something on your fireplace. There's something about your fireplace though. I don't know what it is, but it's very prevalent in your reading. Like Spirit's just like her fireplace. I'm like, what does that even mean? But I feel like you would know. Like you would know. I feel like you're gonna have to make some sort of tough decision when it comes to your love life, because I feel like someone is like either you in your mind you have to ask yourself if this person is a liability or an asset, and that is completely how you look at it. It's your perspective. All right, let's do Megan, and I'm gonna get off. Oh, never mind. Guadalupe's next. I'm going to do Megan, then Guadalupe. Okay, check. Let me know. Hey, Juicy. Hi, Sin. I have a question about my job. I work as a dishwasher at a pizzeria. I was reading my cards, use a horseshoe spread. Nice. And they foretold I might get fired by the end of the week, if not tomorrow. And based on, I know what that means, past events, I'm scared they might be right. What is your opinion on the situation? Oh, you're welcome, Steph. I love you too. Juicy, I had already sent that to you. You need to check your DMs. I sent that to you since yesterday. Don't be trying to get on me. I sent it to you already. James. Hold on, James. Let me do oh my God, who am I doing? Let me do Megan, Guadalupe, and then hold on, James. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Let me do Megan. Yeah, fire in the week, if not tomorrow. I sent it. Unless I sent it to the wrong person. I sent it to you. Hey, C-Roy. It's been like 8 years since we spoke. Hey, how are you? Hopefully you're doing amazing. Oh my God, Louis. Hold on. Let me do Megan. Oh my God. Are you still making those sweatshirts? Like, I remember you made like sweatshirts. No pics? Oh my God. I gotta sign in and stuff. Just, I'll send it again later. Like, I swore I sent it. I gotta send it all over again. All right, hold on. I swore I sent it. Maybe it didn't go through when I sent it. All right. Megan, when I was shuffling your cards, I heard the song by Mary J. Blige, but I hate that song because they played it so many times. Well, when it first came out, they played it so many times. How does the song go? We've been too strong for too long, and I can't think about you, baby. And I've been waiting up until you get home, 'cause I can't sleep without you, babe. I used to hate that song because he played it like back to back to back to back. I don't even remember the name of the song. Too hard to take it, nothing can call your radio if you just can't sleep without you. I think that's the lyrics. I don't even know. But that's the song I heard by Mary J. You got a question for you, but you already know the answer. That's all I remember. I don't remember the lyrics. I don't know the lyrics, y'all. But y'all know what I mean. I was just typing. Maybe it didn't go through. I don't know. I'm going to check it. I'm going to check it again, JustCyn. Try to cover it up, but maybe with that, I love you. I'll be faithful. I'm for real. Without you, I'm too strong for too long, and I can't think about you, babe. I don't remember the damn lyrics, but y'all know what I mean. It's by Mary J. Blige. I got that song by Mary J. I hate that song because they played the hell out of that song when it first came out. But I heard that by Mary J. Blige. There just seems to be a little bit of like either you are crying or someone else is crying. Someone could also be going through an emotional low point in their life, a lot of disappointments. You're welcome, Leo. Make sure you subscribe. I'm just kidding. Subscribe if you want to. But I feel like with you, Megan, there just seems to be a little bit of like someone is just. Hold on, y'all. Louis is about to get on my goddamn nerve. I got it, Poppy. Here. And it could be possibly over a relationship, or it could be possibly over a connection that you may be possibly having or experiencing with somebody. I feel like there could be possibly a reconciliation that's going to be coming up for you, but I feel like there could be a little bit of like you. Oh, thank you. There could be a little bit of like you having to walk away or having to kind of let go of something because it's something that you thought was going to be, you realize that it's not. There could be also a little bit of like you feeling very unsatisfied in the connection as well. And there just seems to be some sort of new cycle that's going to be coming into your life. I do also feel like you've been doing a lot of reflecting as well, and it's causing you a lot of anxieties, but I do feel like there is something about like an end of an era. You're going to decide to cut someone out. You're going to decide to no longer speak with someone. There just seems to be a little bit of just like shutting someone out and just moving on on with your life. And having a little bit of disappointments about this connection as well. Maybe there was you going into this connection feeling very positive and optimistic, but I feel like there just seems to be a lot that has happened within the connection, and I feel like there seems to be a little bit of like you having to emancipate yourself from this connection because you have gotten all the lessons and you've learned a lot in this connection as well. There also seems to be like someone could have been playing some sort of mind games or just coming off very misleading. I do also feel like something just became too hard. Just seems to be, not to say that there was some sort of stagnant energy in this connection, but I just feel like something just became too hard. It just seems to be a lot of like trying to kind of mend or fix things, and I feel like just something just became too much work. Now, I do also feel like you're having to kind of like move forward with your feelings or how you feel with this situation as well. I feel like you're coming out very confident. You're focusing on yourself and you have poured a lot into yourself, but you're also realizing that you have to pour more into yourself so that you can be poured more into others. So it just seems to be like you realizing or having some sort of epiphany or reflecting to help you make some sort of decision that may be possibly too difficult or seem difficult to you. Now, many of the signs that are coming out for you are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I got Aries, Leo, Sag, maybe possibly Gemini. Louis, go out, leave. Thank you. Goodbye. So there just seems to be a little bit of that going on with you, Megan. But I feel like something is I would say something is a blessing in disguise. But I honestly, Megan, for you, I really feel that this is a blessing in disguise. Something about a void and something was missing is what I'm seeing. All right, let me do Guadalupe. All right, Guadalupe. You're welcome. With you, Guadalupe, there just seems to be a lot of back and forth between you and someone. Something just has a hard time getting off the ground. It could be a Leo, Aries, Sag. Dang, that's all I see. Oh, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone is triggering you, and I feel like you're trying to block someone, or you're refusing to answer them, or refusing to communicate, or unwilling to kind of cooperate with this person any longer. You also could be not wanting to repeat the same cycles over and over again between you and this person, but I feel like there could be someone that is possibly wanting to be on better terms with you, but you feel like we can't. Maybe there's been too much damage that may have happened between you and this person. I also feel like there seems to be a little bit of just like you blocking. You could literally be blocking this person, or your energy could be coming off like blocked energy towards this person. I do also feel like with you, there just seems to be a little bit of like not wanting to be triggered by this person, because I feel like someone is possibly constantly reaching out to you, or possibly trying to get a reaction out of you. Because I feel like someone just keeps reaching out constantly to you, or they could be possibly trying to get your attention, or try again reaction out of you. It's just this is someone who is very impulsive. This is also someone who could come out very immature This is like a young-minded type of energy, or young mind. Like they think very small is what I'm seeing. This is also someone who could be possibly sometimes very erratic at times as well. So you're having to be careful about this energy, because they may move in a way, I guess, they may move in a way where they have nothing to lose. And you may possibly feel like you have a lot to lose, so you're not trying to entertain this energy because they feel like they don't have a lot to lose. So again, you both may feel very or move very differently. But if it's not them coming off younger than you, or it's just someone who's very childish and playful. Because the Page of Wands is here again, someone who's very selfish but very impulsive. Like, they don't really care. This is someone who acts on their emotions. They don't use any logic. Like, when they get upset, they just kind of go off the flip, like go off the lid, but they don't really think about the consequences. So this is someone who kind of operates off of their emotions and not logic. And that could be somewhat of a dangerous person, only because this is someone who doesn't really have any care for other people's emotions, or any care about other people's feelings. So just be careful about that. This is also someone who can come out very toxic as well. And I do feel like this is also someone, when they come into your life, there just seems to be a lot of negative things that happen in your life. So not to say that they are a bad omen, or that they have, maybe. I just feel like when this person comes around, a lot of bad things start to happen. Like, not to say that they're bad luck. I mean, they could be. But I just feel like everything in your life crumbles when they come around. And I feel like you're not wanting to deal with that. And this is why you may be possibly trying to keep your distance from them. Let's see. Let me see, James. Crap. What card is that? Let's see, James. Oh, man. James, I feel like that's going to happen. What you pulled out is, I thank you. James, but I feel like what you pulled out is going to happen, but I feel like this is going to motivate you or fuel you to kind of go in a different direction. There also seems to be a little bit of like a new opportunity that's going to be coming in for you. So I wouldn't be too worried about you walking away from that situation, because I feel like there just seems to be more that's going to be coming in for you. What you pulled is correct, because I got the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is someone who's emotionally disappointed. Honestly, James, there seems to be like this is going to fuel you to go in a different direction. I'm seeing once that happens, there just seems to be some sort of shift with your finances, or there seems to be some sort of like lighting a fire underneath you. So your prediction is true. What you pulled when you read your cards, I do see that. Now, you said that by the end of the week, if not tomorrow. I don't see tomorrow. Because I'm seeing like the Knight of Pentacles and then the Emperor card. So there just seems to be a little bit of time before this happens. Not a long time, but there seems to be some sort of time before this happens. I'm also seeing that this is going to be a blessing in disguise for you, honestly. Honestly. I think you should. It's gonna be. I'm honestly, you have the Emperor here, and the Emperor for me is just someone who is independent. Like this is someone who comes up an entrepreneur. This is someone who is doing their own. They're not living by societal standards. You know what I mean? You know, I see an Emperor for you. I don't see you working for someone. You know. So that's what I'm saying. Like this happened to me actually personally, where I was at a job and they let me go. And every time I would try to go back, not to the same job, but I would try to kind of like be in the same same field, I should say. Spirit just kept shutting me down. Like they wouldn't hire me. And it forced me to start my business. It forced it, because Spirit's just like, no, you're not going to work here. Every time I would apply somewhere else, it would always be the same. They wouldn't call me back. And I used to always ask Spirit, like, why is this happening to me? Like, I need a job. But Spirit, every time I heard it, Spirit's like, no, you need to do your own thing. And this is how I started my business. So I feel like you're having to be shut down or having to be let down in order for that fire to be under your ass so that you can be able to go on your own. I don't have for me personally, I don't have the Emperor in reverse. I have the Emperor upright. And the Emperor for me is like someone who's like a business mogul, or someone who is starting their own business, or someone who's just becoming independent. And I feel like the Knight of Pentacles this year, for me, that symbolizes that this is going to be something that's going to create longevity for you, but it's going to take hard work. So I see you being let go, but I feel like this is going to be the fire that you need under your ass to really take your skills and use that as your source of income. Hopefully I answer your question. I think you're going to be fine, James. I know, I see you afraid of that. I see you scared, but and being very disappointed and emotionally let down and feeling like you don't know what to do. But I feel like Spirit's going to be opening a door for you. Marie, losing my job, gonna fight this opportunity. It won't, James. It won't. It won't. It won't. It won't. It won't affect your opportunity. Just go out, having humility and dignity. It's not gonna affect your other opportunities. No, I see you being very protected. Don't worry too much about that, James. And I also feel like you're also afraid of letting other people down, but you know, it's not going to be that way. Trust me, it's not. Please keep me posted, because I'm fully invested. Please keep me posted, please. You guys, I'm gonna get off. I love y'all very much. I will be here next Monday. Y'all, please keep me updated on y'all readings. I will be here next Monday, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, you guys want to book a reading. You're welcome, James. And please keep me posted. Come back next Monday. Keep me posted. I love y'all. I would tune in with you guys next Monday, of course. Please be safe. Happy holidays. I love y'all. And next Monday, y'all.